I am so done with TikTok's healthy hacks for women over 40. So I'm going to bust 5 myths today. These trends are basically keeping you stuck. They're making you sick. So please just stop. The first one is the cycle syncing diet. Everywhere on TikTok, I see women who are talking about eating and training according to your menstrual cycle. And the hype is basically to eat high carbs one week and then eat low carbs the other week. And then you train hard during your follicular phase and then you rest during your luteal phase and you avoid certain foods around ovulation. And the promise is total hormonal balance and easy fat loss. But for us women over 40, what's going on, especially in perimenopause? Our cycle is just not consistent anymore. Hormones are fluctuating randomly. If we try to sync our food perfectly to each phase, it's just very stressful and it becomes impossible. Also, if you're constantly just changing your diet, it keeps you from building real consistency. And this is the number one thing that your metabolism actually needs right now. So women will end up with these tracking charts and then they're second guessing their workouts and then they're eating less instead of fueling properly. So you don't need a complicated cycle calendar. Okay, you need muscle, protein, recovery, and steady habits. So cycle syncing can actually cause more confusion, more fatigue, and frustration. And this is the exact opposite what it promises. The second thing is this GLP Ozempic obsession. Everyone on TikTok is talking about Ozempic and GLP-1 drugs, and I'm seeing some doctors promoting this as well to like healthy people who are not even medically obese. People taking these drugs are saying, I'm never hungry, and the fat just melts off. But here's what's really happening to women over 40. You eat way less. You lose muscle and bone, okay? You're losing lean mass. And as a result of that, you are slowing down your metabolism. And then when you stop those GLPs, the hunger and the food noise, it comes back with a vengeance. So these meds are not fixing why your metabolism slowed down in the first place, okay? Low muscle, stress, poor sleep, hormonal changes, and they're just hiding the symptoms. So yes, you might get smaller for a few months, but you're also going to get weaker, you're also going to get tired, and you're also going to regain all that fat later. So it's the same old thing. It's just a quick fix that ignores the real solution, which is lifting weights, protein, sleep, and consistency. Number 3 is the seed oil panic. So TikTok is full of people yelling that seed oils like sunflower oil or canola oil are toxic and they cause belly fat and hormone issues or cancer. So they like throw everything out and just have olive oil or coconut oil or butter. But seed oils are not poison, you guys. Okay, eating too much junk food that is made with them, that is the real problem, not the oil itself. So most people get scared, then they start cutting out normal foods, and then they stress more about labels than about building a healthy plate. And this fear doesn't help, right? It makes women more afraid to eat at restaurants, or they start skipping social meals, and then they start focusing on these tiny, insignificant details instead of the big habits that are actually causing the problems. So when stress starts going up, cortisol's going up, which according to latest research is a bigger cause of fat gain. Okay, stress is a killer. So instead of panicking about seed oils, just focus on the basics. Okay, so lean protein, fiber, sleep, strength training, and less ultra processed food. That's what really changes your body over 40. Number 4 is this clean eating culture that's just taken over the internet. So TikTok is full of these what I eat in a day videos and all these perfect plates and no sugar and no processed food. Okay, it looks healthy, but it is turning clean eating into like a full-time job, and I ain't got time for that. Okay, no one has time for that. So many women, they'll start with this good intention of eating cleaner, but then they get scared of anything that's not like 100% clean. Then they'll feel guilty if they have bread or chocolate. I eat both. Did you know that cheese and protein powder are both processed foods, but they are healthy foods? In fact, like I would recommend having more protein powder over avocado if you're trying to change your body composition. So it's not about good foods or bad foods, okay? It's about balanced meals that you can stick with long term. So most of my food is clean, and I'm promoting clean eating for the most part. But I also have bread, I'll have cheese, protein powder, chocolate, ice cream, it's balanced. So clean eating sounds healthy, but then it turns into fear and burnout. Real fitness is basically consistency. Okay, it's just repeating the same things over and over again. It is not perfection. You can have off days, you can go out on the weekends, and you can have fun, but it is about trying to stick with the healthy habits for the most part. Number 5 is hormone balancing diets. I am so sick of hearing this balance your hormones is all over freaking TikTok and fitness pages. pages all over Instagram. There are like these 30-day hormone balancing meal plans or detoxes that promise to fix energy and fix your mood and fix belly fat. And it all sounds amazing. But your hormones are not light switches that you can just flip up with a smoothie. So these diets are usually telling women to cut carbs, cut sugar, or cut fats and eat very little. That might help short term on the scale, but it actually slows your thyroid and your hormones even more. So you're going to end up tired, cranky, and you're just going to gain all that weight back later. So instead of balancing, you're actually just stressing your body out even more. So the truth here is that hormones will balance themselves if you eat enough protein, if you strength train, if you sleep, and if you manage your stress. Okay, there is no special drink or a 30-day plan that can do that. So stop following trends if you're over 40. I mean, you are 40, all right? You wasted enough time. If you still can't figure it out, stop following trends because they don't work. They're just short-term fixes. If you want to learn how to balance your meals so you can actually stick with a plan long-term, because that's consistency is what's actually going to get you results. You want to build that strong, lean body. Just check out my 6-week challenge. Okay, it's in the description and it is built specifically for 40 plus women.